When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey.
Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. Listening from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean, welcome to a special edition of the Mek Wi Talk program, days before the protest in New York City. This morning, we're coming on the program here, where news coming out of Jamaica. Some say it's 200. Other news outlets saying it's 20. But a news outlet that I got this from said that a charter plane carrying over 200 Indians landed in Jamaica. Unauthorized plane landed in Jamaica. Now tell me something now. How is that the Civil Aviation of Jamaica give permission for this plane to land in Jamaica? That is a question we must ask ourselves this morning. I'm wondering if this country of ours, here, now they're saying it's 216 Indians landing in Jamaica, was on the way to a cricket match. No, we don't know. That's not what TVG and other news outlet is saying to us. What the news is saying out of Jamaica this morning. And I'm going to play it for you, you know. I'm going to play it for you because I don't come on here with propaganda news or anything like that. I'm gonna play it for you. Because in which modern democracy, and even if they're on the way to a cricket match, one will believe that although they were given authorization to land in Jamaica, they were put up at a Bell Hotel in downtown Kingston. Yet they were seen parading around downtown Kingston. So they were parading around downtown Kingston. Do you believe that if Jamaicans charter a plane from here to the great United States or to Canada then, and they were given the authority to land in Canada, you think they could be parading around Toronto or Toronto or Winnipeg or downtown, wherever? They were seen going to places buying snacks and buying stuff. Let's just show you the lawlessness this country has become. Because how is it that although you give them authorization to land in the country, they are up and down parading as if there is nothing wrong? But yet the Jamaican people could not do that in another country. And we have a Minister of National Insecurity, and I will not apologize to nobody, We have a Minister of National Security who, when situation like this happen in the country, you think they would come out and address the nation. Not a word from them. They're going to wait until Wednesday morning of next week or this week, rather. Today's Monday, yes. They're going to wait until Wednesday morning, when the Minister of Misinformation will come out with his great news conference from Jamaica House, press briefing from Jamaica House. You believe if it was a plane chartered Jamaicans go somewhere else, wherever they land in that country, it would be all over the news. An unauthorized plane from Jamaica land in this country with 216 Jamaicans. If they were even go to play cricket, the key word is unauthorized, That's the key word. Unauthorized. That is the key word. The plane is on the tarmac at Norman Manley International Airport. And we were told by the Jamaican government that they don't have a detention center at the airport to hold anybody. And the remand center is filled to capacity. So they were put up at a Bell Hotel by who? Who's going to pay for that? The taxpayers of Jamaica? Who is going to pay for that? Is it the taxpayers of Jamaica going to pay for that unauthorized plane that land in Jamaica? But they have the people have to be put up by the Ministry of National Security at the Bell Hotel, and there was no police in sight. There was no police in sight. There was no member of the JCF in sight or the JDF in sight, saying, okay, you're at the Bell Hotel, staying enough, you're not staying enough, you can't come out. And who is paying for them? Who is paying for those people to be staying at the Bell Hotel? Why didn't they take those 200 people up to King's house? Whereas only dead people and Duppy live in a King's house because the GG don't live in King's house, The GG don't live in King's house. So why didn't they take up the King's house and they stay up there? You're going to cost the taxpayers of this country 200, well, I don't know, to host 200 Indian people from India, Indian nationals. And we don't know why they're in the country, because we hear nothing from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. I've been getting, checking my sources and looking at the news and everything, and I haven't seen any. I haven't seen wherein the Ministry of National Security or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade come out and say anything about it. Not one single thing they said about it. Nothing. And we're here looking. Let me search again. What is the Gleaner saying about it? Nothing. By the way, an item of news came in earlier on that I have to tell you people about. The Court of Appeal has dismissed an application by soldiers accused of murdering well-known businessman Keith Clark for their trial to be put on hold. The court this morning said the trial must proceed. The trial was scheduled for 10 a.m. this morning. Keith Clark was assassinated by the Jamaican government. Well, it's the Jamaican government. Let me rephrase that. Keith Clark was assassinated by members of the JCF, the JDF. And we can hear nothing why Mr. Clark was assassinated. Anyway, let's go back to the whole thing with the 200 Indian nationals who land in Jamaica. 200 of them land in the country. Now let's go to what TVJ News said about it. Because people may say that Jeffrey's chatting and Jeffrey talking about it. It's not me who said it. Television Jamaica said it. Here it is.
Authorized plane in Jamaica Friday. The details from Dwayne Anderson.
Scores of Indian visitors enjoying the sights and sounds of downtown Kingston on a Sunday afternoon. The issue is, they should not be here, nor should they be moving around this freely unsupervised. We understand the Indian nationals were among 218 individuals who arrived in Jamaica via a chartered flight. The flight, a white and blue Airbus A340, is registered in Germany. It has also since been impounded and remains on the tarmac at the Norman Manley International Airport. The aircraft and those aboard did not have the relevant approval, including the passenger manifest, to come to Jamaica. Law enforcement sources told our news center that the chartered airline also did not state it was arriving in Jamaica. Nevertheless, civil aviation officials allowed the aircraft to land. We were further reliably informed that the flight transited through Dubai and they'd made a stop in the Egyptian capital Cairo, where an Uzbek national was picked up before heading to Jamaica. The Uzbekistan national, based on our checks, is of interest to government officials in the United States. Interestingly, another Uzbek national who also arrived on a previous flight was eventually detained when the authorities started investigating this Indian chartered flight. Now, after this flight with the Indian nationals arrived in Jamaica, there was a lot of discussion among the authorities on how to treat with the situation. It was eventually decided to allow them to deboard and stay at the 4-star Rock Hotel in downtown Kingston under police guard while the situation is worked on. Checks also revealed that the charter had no arrangement to take the passengers back to their destination, which aroused the suspicion of authorities. Which brings us back to these initial images in downtown Kingston on Sunday afternoon, where many of the passengers were seen freely going about their business. Some appeared to be shopping for snacks and treats. We also understand some of them may have also left the hotel entirely. When we pressed our sources on why they were allowed to go to a 4-star hotel, we were told that Jamaica has no detention center at the airport and no space in our remand center for so many people. Our source added that the passengers actually booked to stay at the hotel. They, however, did not pay for the rooms, but the source says that's why officials allowed them to go there. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
Meanwhile, in a related development, TVJ News has learned that the German embassy is now involved in the matter as the crew members are German nationals. The aircraft is also German-owned. Sources told our news center that members of the German crew are upset as they did not plan to stay in Jamaica for an extended period. We were informed that the plan was for the crew to fly the charter with 218 passengers to Jamaica and then depart. The crew contacted the embassy here in Jamaica, Kingston, yesterday, which has intervened. Local stakeholders are reacting.
This is nonsense. The plane manifesto did not say they will return back, Who chartered the flight? Good question. Why Jamaica? Why Jamaica? Good question. Who chartered the flight? And why Jamaica? What is going on? And the Jamaican government cannot tell the people of Jamaica why they allow this plane to land. I keep on saying this and I will not apologize. The government has become in a clear and present danger to the national security of the citizens of Jamaica. The Andrew Holness administration is becoming a clear and present danger to the national security of the citizens of Jamaica. Why were they allowed to land? Why did the Civil Aviation of Jamaica allow this plane to land? And why is it that the Minister of National Security or the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who is the Minister of Defense, Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, why haven't you addressed the Jamaican people? Is this a plane full of terrorists, sir? I get to understand that the American government, that there's two wanted person within that group that's wanted by the American government. Huh? I remember that young. What is going on? Mr. Prime Minister, the Jamaican people and members of the Jamaican diaspora, sir, we want to know why did the plane allow to land in Jamaica? It is in Jamaica now. Then why is it that those Indian nationals are allowed to parade around the streets of Kingston, Jamaica, as if they have a right to be in the country, sir? We don't know if they're terrorists. We don't know where they come from. As what TVJ is saying that it originated from somewhere and it stopped in somewhere and it come to Jamaica. And the manifesto did not say that those people were going to return on that same flight. So if the plane manifesto did not say that they're going to return on that flight back to where they come from, then why were they allowed to land? I wonder if I can get Minister Opposition Spokesperson on Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, the goodly Angela Brown Burke, to give me an update on what is going on here. Or let me see if I can get a hold of Christopher Henry. I know Mr. Henry is a busy person, but let's see if I can get a hold of Christopher Henry. Mr. Henry. Oh, Lord. Can you say what? Oh, Lord. You're in a meeting at the moment, sir? All right. Okay. Yeah. The opposition spokesperson on Foreign Affairs, junior spokesperson on Foreign Affairs, has Lord, the PNP is asking for the original the manifesto of the flight. Something is not right here. Something is not right here. I'm trying to get somebody here. I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of apparently Dr. Angela Brown Burke is in an emergency meeting, and also and also and also the opposition spokesperson on foreign affairs and foreign trade. And you all know that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, now the junior Minister of Foreign Affairs, will not speak to anybody from the Mek Wi Talk program, and I'll go further, from the team that dub as the whatever 30. They will not come on this program here. Manifesto, yes. Thank you, Dr. Francis. Yes. Dr. Francis, maybe I should ask Dr. Francis to give me his have him comment on what is going on, because we don't know. I mean, right now we're trying to figure out something here. I am trying to work my sources here to find out why is these people in Jamaica? Why they were allowed to land in Jamaica? What is going on? Huh? The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade hasn't addressed the nation. Hasn't told the Jamaican people have a press conference. You would believe that in any other modern democracy, the ministry would have a press conference pertaining to this. 218 people or 200 people on a charter flight land in Jamaica, and there was nothing on the papers for them to return to where they're coming from. So what is going on? What is really going on? What is really going on here? Thank you all very much. I have seen it. I'm still trying to get a hold of the goodly person, the goodly lady from the opposition spokesperson on foreign affairs and foreign trade, Dr. the Honorable Angela Brown Burke. Who chartered the flight? Why was the flight scheduled for Jamaica? Huh? We already have our problems facing our country. And who chartered the flight? Why was the flight destined for Jamaica? What was on the plane? Why did the authority ground the plane? Is it that the authorities are in dialogue with the Americans pertaining to this plane? What is really going on? And who is paying for those Indian nationals that is at the Bell Hotel downtown Kingston? Who is paying for them? Who is paying for it? The country is in crisis by its own, you know. And when you have a government that can't protect its own borders of a nation, then something is fundamentally wrong somewhere. When you have a government that can't protect its own people from external shocks or external whatever, not internal, no, external, then obviously that administration is not fit to lead the people of this country or govern the people of this country. And we have a prime minister who is so arrogant that you can't talk to him about anything or ask him any questions. You have a minister of national security who is sleeping from the day he went on the job. From the day the minister of national security went on the job, he have been sleeping until this blessed day. And questions must be asked. Who is paying? Firstly, why did they allow the plane to land? And yes, they did. Who is paying the Bell Hotel? Is the Bell Hotel owned? Is the Bell Hotel owned by the government of Jamaica? That's a question that must be asked this morning. That's a question that must be asked this morning. What is going on? And we, the people of Jamaica, need answers. The Jamaican people in the diaspora need answers. We don't want to hear, God forbid, of a 9/11 in Jamaica. The Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security, or the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, I would say the Minister of National Security, it's a security crisis, must come out and tell the people of Jamaica, why did they allow a chartered flight destined to Jamaica? Why did they allow them to land? And if they allowed them to land, yes, they did. Why is it that there's nobody looking at these people, but yet they're allowed to parade along the waterfront downtown Kingston? They're in the country legally, you know. Although they're given right to land, they were supposed to be in a detention center. And a detention center means that they're being protected or that they're being guarded by the security forces. But yet, they're allowed to parade downtown Kingston and go and buy stuff, snacks and clothes and all sorts of shebang around. And we sit down in this country and they say that crime is going down how much percent? Huh? They murdered an 80-something-year-old woman, things over the weekend. Brutally murdered her. And yet crime is going down in this country. And there are some people from the Labour Party, because we come out and talk, that dubbed us as a member of the People's National Party. They can't dub us as a Jamaican, you know. We have to be a comrade. Because crime under this administration, crime is going down. And under this administration, unemployment rate is at 14%. Never in the history of Jamaica this ever happened. You can't come out and talk anything, because apparently other Jamaicans are under an oppressed regime that if we speak out, the die-hearted labor rights will come out and speak. They talk about how we are this and how we are that. $218 or $216 or whatever it is was allowed to land in Jamaica. Now we are being told that they're German nationals. What has the German embassy said about this? And why was the plane chartered and final destination is Jamaica? You're not going to hear anything about this, you know. It's the same way you don't hear nothing about the plane that crash land in Rocky Point in St. Elizabeth some years ago. and the plane that crash landed in St. Elizabeth again. You're not going to hear nothing about it. Because what happened? We are nothing to the people who govern this country. We're dirty foot and dirty girl choices or dirty skirt choices, girl and boy, who live below crossroad. Who are we to ask any questions? Huh? Who are we to ask any questions? Luke George Cook, welcome to the program. Conrad O'Brien is on his program. I'd love to get him, but he's on his program. Well, Luke, welcome to the program, my friend. What is your views on this?
Mr. Tavares, what is my views on what?
200 Indians national.
Remember, Jamaica is the humanitarian capital of the world. The only people we don't like are Asians. The little black kids can't come. Look, I was reminded that the Minister of National Security said that the men and women in the brown uniforms are far more intelligent than I will ever be in this lifetime. So for 281 immigrants from India, or as we are being told, because we are being given pieces of the story, that they were on a chartered flight from Germany, and somehow the flight ends up in Jamaica. That is what is being purported. I don't know the story, so really and truly, I can only speak to what I've heard, and if what I've heard have any validity, then it's unfortunate, because one of the things that we were told about this new commissioner of police, and one of the things that we know about our foreign affairs minister, Jamaica has never been in a better place until our Lord and Masters in the Jamaica Labour Party took government, the reign of government. And so, is it true, Jeffrey Tavares, that these persons are being housed at the Rock Hotel, which is almost something close to $400 per night? How are they being fed? Did they come in here with their money? Have you alerted the downtown community to be on high alert, because they said these people seem to be roaming the streets of Kingston, the water.
Luke, sorry to cut you, Luke. Sorry to cut you. There's an item of news coming into us that we have to break it.
This is Mek Wi Talk breaking news.
A special item of news just coming into our news center here. An item of news coming to our news center here that terrorist threat to T20 cricket. That's a terrorist threat to T20 cricket. Apparently, there's a joint statement with the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago and the T20 officials. We're going to get this and pass it on to you, but apparently there is a terrorist threat to T20 cricket. Hold on there now. If there's a terrorist attack to T20 cricket, is it that is why these people land in Jamaica? I don't know. Something's not adding up here. Luke?
No, but there's nothing that is going to add up, Jeffrey. We, like everybody else in the world, you have the FBI, the CIA. In the UK, you have the Metro Police. It would have been comforting to me as a Jamaican citizen if by now the Minister of National Security, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, or even the Office of the Prime Minister, since Cliff Hughes says that he is the PR person for the People's National Party, since the most eloquent minister of misinformation have been displaced, and is out now trying to make sure that he oil up the election campaign for when more liaritis will be told to the citizens and nothing is ever forthcoming. The level of arrogance that the Jamaica Labour Party display is unbelievable, and believe it or not, they do believe that they have a good chance of winning the next election, because as Bobby Montague rightfully described the
Um,
candidates of the PMP as perky and beaten thick. This is how you see your opponent, and so you must know whether by acts of obia or is some money where on a fairy godmother give on the overnight to the no one can buy the people
yes,
them in corridor or room. So
yes.
them not even gonna look on the other side. But as I said, the responsibility falls to the aviation authority. Was the plane supposed to have gone to Trinidad as against coming to Jamaica? Because and would they have taken the route of Germany or
Okay.
to
Hold
come
on, Mr.
from
Kalu.
India?
What I'm hearing now is that those who are on the plane are from Kakistan, or whatever I call it, somewhere in Russia. And
Okay.
we were told that unconfirmed report that majority of those people on that plane are mercenaries.
Well, Jeffrey,
Hold on for me. Unconfirmed report is alleged that they are mercenaries, and also they pick up some people from a well-known terrorist organization on the way to Jamaica. Now, the question that we must ask the Jamaican government, as what you rightly just said, Mr. Cook, that it is alleged, what I'm hearing, that some of those people who were down by the hotel from that chartered flight has disappeared. Now, is it that we have a situation in our hands wherein people are allowed to come into this country, and you tell the people of Jamaica that the JCF is supposed to secure the hotel, but yet the people are allowed to parade along the waterfront downtown Kingston?
well, here what? I find this more interesting as you speak, Jeffrey. Because look, the truth of the matter is that the US government should take a keen interest in this. Because the answers for which we seek, we shall never get them from our government. We are not important enough. Remember, we're just voters. And we must know when our time comes. Other than that, we serve no more useful purpose. But I am still saying, you have said to other people in the diaspora, and I hope when them come, them could have gone at the diaspora conference, the people them from like Calcutta, and got parade and show how them can come here, but the Asians are ushered out by night. No, Jeffrey, it means that none of the agencies in government have a mechanism of, while I hear that the goodly minister said we don't have any detention area. And these might be people that are well off. Let's say that them have their money, but given the fact that you probably never had any notification of receiving a charter flight of 200, because without having any Indian conference or trade show that we know of that would require so many people, or these might be the investor that our Minister of Tourism is so delighted to go out and. But by now you'd have thought that if they are actually there, because people can visualize, people see them and walk up and down downtown. I mean, them not easily blending, right? No, it's at the inner the heart of downtown Kingston, and right across from the hotel that it is alleged that they are staying. Um, you have one of the biggest social meeting place right down there, where it has a series of restaurants and um um delis on that plaza, and then you have the street vendors out there. People are always at the Kingston waterfront. So by now you'd have thought that the Minister of National Security and his designate the Minister of Foreign Affairs and her designate, the Aviation Authority, the Office of the Prime Minister, certainly the leader of the opposition should be called because this is of national concern. An assessment be done to try to create a matrix to keep these people. But Jeffrey, once again, remember we are going to start Silicon Valley, and India is now the leading country in technology. This could be contractors that we're hiring and we weren't told. So maybe we don't need to have a broad alarm that we are now invaded, and downtown is now officially Dove Little Calcutta. But when you have a government that respects its people, for
Yes.
something that has raised some amount of alarm at a national level, you would have thought that the government would be running to give information to the people to alleviate the fear. No, you are
Um,
saying that you hear say some of them people are mercenary. Remember that Jamaica was at the height of the Cold War. So it looked like this new war between the governments, the larger governments of the world, the one them where you call the neo government.
mhm.
Um, People could be using Jamaica as a transshipment
Yes.
point to
Luke,
go to some
let me
places.
update the people about what is going on here. Let me run this again. This is Mek Wi Talk breaking news. News just coming into a news center. The ICC and the CWI issued a joint statement after Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister confirmed the security alert that a terrorist threat to the ICC Cricket World Cup, in other words, terrorist threat to T20 World Cup cricket. So ICC, CWI issued a joint statement after the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago confirmed that there was a security threat to the event. Now, in the same breath, 200 Indian nationals, and were told that they came on a chartered flight into Jamaica. There was nothing on that chartered flight stating that they're going to return that chartered flight and leave Jamaica. The question this morning, as news are coming out, that Dr. Keith Rowley, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, has said that there is a security alert or a terrorist threat to T20 cricket. It is also said that I was told a while ago, unconfirmed, that ISIS, that's the well-known terrorist organization, has issued some threat to T20 cricket. When and what time will the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who is the Minister of Defense?
Trace may I come.
You're live on air, Luke. When would the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who is the Minister of Defense, or his Deputy Prime Minister, who is the Minister of National Security, and also Deputy Minister of Defense, when will they address the Jamaican people, or when will they have a press conference pertaining to this? Because if Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, can confirm that there's a security threat to the T20 cricket. No. And I'm repeating myself, but no. The question that we must ask here in Jamaica: why did a chartered flight of 218 Indians, or wherever they come from, why were they allowed to land in Jamaica? Is it that these people were cricketers who's supposed to be in Trinidad, wherever the T20 going to hold? Or is it that they are on a level high alert or whatever as terrorists? And why were they allowed to be parading along the waterfront in downtown Kingston? The Prime Minister of Jamaica must hold a press conference. The people of the diaspora, Mr. Prime Minister, is demanding you and your Minister of National Security that you hold a press conference and tell the nation of Jamaica what is going on. It cannot continue like this. Luke? It can't continue like this. That's the news just coming into us. There's a terrorist threat to T20 cricket. T20 World Cup ICC cricket. And it also said the ICC and the CWI issued a joint statement. The Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister confirmed that there is a security threat to T20 cricket. Dr. Keith Rowley, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, has confirmed that there is a security threat. Now, let me go and see if we can find anything, if I can find anything more on if the Jamaican government has said anything. The People's National Party has issued a press release. I'll get back to that later. Let me find something here, because let me go international and see if there's anything going on the international scene. But something don't look good here. Something not looking good.
I'd like to speak to you.
Luke, are you there with us?
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Yes. In all of this, Mr. Cook, when you see what is going on here, I mean, do you think that this government can secure the people of Jamaica? If they allow a chartered flight to land in Jamaica, and then on a chartered flight, they allow those people who are supposed to be in a remand center to be parading downtown Kingston, we don't know who they are?
Jeffrey, let me tell you, I'm a little bit baffled by the response of the Jamaican government, because at every port of entry, you are to document and to basically get an update. And I see in the People's National Party press release, they're asking for who and what organization paid for the chartered flight, where are the original destination from which this plane take off, and what is the purpose for them being here. And I see where they mention that they were basically saying that, remember, in COVID-19, Jamaicans were not allowed entry into this country. So why did we allow for these people to come in? Was it that the plane was no longer able to complete its journey. The plane had some difficulty. It would have been better if they stopped and stayed in Jamaica. But certainly, if that is the case, just like when you have deportees coming into Jamaica, when you have that level of uncertainty, you would take them up to the mobile reserve section and have each of them vetted, photographed, and so forth, and properly documentation. And then I'm sure they would have been collaborating with the country in which the flight had left to find out if these people were involved in any criminal activity, and certainly making arrangement for their safe return. Because we can't cast a man is innocent until proven guilty. But the fact that they're out in the street, the government is significantly satisfied if that is the truth, because we're hearing these things without the proper story. The government must be satisfied that these people do not pose an imminent threat to the life and livelihood of the Jamaican people. Hence, they have so cavalierly allowed the people to be walking up and down in the street. The other thing too, now that the story is getting out, and you know how Jamaicans are, and you're hearing various versions of the story, you want to also protect the life of these people, because if people believe that they are going to pose a threat to Jamaicans, it won't stop a Jamaican from seeing one of them. And in layman term, give them a clot lick or tell them to go back to India or whatever it is. If they are indeed mercenaries, and there are some of them now who have abscond and have left the airport, do you really want them in the fragile country that we call home, going out there now and recruiting Jamaicans for the purpose for which they are here? So there's a lot of uncertainty, but I can guarantee you, Jeffrey, this
Yes.
press conference that you're asking for,
Will never
even if
happen.
you get it, even if you get it, let's say you get it, um, will we get the truth? Not but the truth, so help us, God, so we can be better be prepared. And are you supposed to be sensitized in your country to become a neighborhood watch to ensure that we look out for anything? But again, me say it would be interesting if the American government take an interest with all of the uncertainty surrounding, because they could be a threat to them too. They could be a threat to the Jamaican embassy. But the
The
tests and
American
the
embassy.
proof, yeah, the tests and the proof of how secure we are is to be seen through this experience. Because if the new commissioner of police is as effective and efficient as they say he is, he's a technology guy, he's an IT guy, he has it all together. The processing might be going on. The processing might be going on as we speak.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, because we have one of the best commissioner of police, and I want to believe that we must get something right on the world stage. We must get
Um,
something right.
just obtain clippings and audio from opposition spokesperson in foreign affairs and foreign trade, Dr. Angela Brown Burke. Let's listen to what she's saying.
The People's National Party demands immediate clarity from the government regarding the chartered flight that recently landed in Jamaica in breach of applicable immigration and customs protocols. We are calling on the government to disclose the origin, destination, and apparent purpose of the flight, the identity of the individuals or organizations responsible for chartering the flight, why the flight was allowed to land in Jamaica without proper clearance, why the passengers were allowed to disembark and permitted to enter the island, why standard immigration and customs procedures were not followed in the matter, We also want to know the whereabouts of the 218 persons allegedly on board and what is to be done about their continued presence in Jamaica, as well as what measures are being taken by the JCF to ensure the safety and security of the passengers and the Jamaican public. Jamaicans will recall that during the COVID 19 pandemic, many Jamaicans were denied entry into the country, forced to wait in limbo on cruise ships, and generally subject to strict protocols. And more recently, the Haitians have been repeatedly refused entry into Jamaica and summarily returned to a war torn Haiti. The difference in treatment of the passengers on this flight is stark and demand answers.
I'll be fine. Thanks for learning.
Wow. That is the opposition spokesperson in foreign affairs and foreign trade, Dr. Angela Brown Burke, demanding answers from the Andrew Holness administration. Demanding answer from the Andrew Holness administration. And the people of Jamaica is demanding an answer this morning. It is 11:27 in Jamaica. It is 12:27 in the United States. And I'm pretty much sure members of the Jamaican diaspora this morning and this afternoon is asking questions of the Andrew Holness administration. Is the Jamaican people life at risk? Based on what we're hearing out of Trinidad this morning, that there is a terrorist threat to T20 World Cup cricket. It was confirmed by Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Dr. The Honorable Keith Rowley. Dr. Angela Brownberg just said it's 218 people were allowed to disembark from that chartered plane into Jamaican society. What guarantee do we have now that members of the JCF or members of the JDF can secure about those people, run up those people and put them back on the plane or back into that hotel? And who is paying for that hotel? Is it coming out of the taxpayers of this country's pocket? Those are the questions that we need answers from the Prime Minister of Jamaica about. Those are the questions that we need answers for. And what Mr. Cook just rightly said. Luke, you still there with us? What Mr. Cook rightly said a while ago.
No, a while ago I sort of give you a synopsis of Angela Brownberg. And
Yes.
it only goes to show that the country is being micromanaged, but it's not run, because at a state level, you would imagine that for something of this magnitude to have happened, that the government would respect the opposition enough to bring them on board, and that both persons would be talking. And then you would broaden that spectrum to sort of alleviate the fear and trepidation that people are going to have. I'm sure if you go from downtown to Constant Spring to Moran Point, the story is going to be varied. And it is of concern, though, when Ms. Burke says, why were they allowed to leave the airport coming off the chartered flight? Which tells me that our immigration personnel at the airport must have been confident that these people were able to enter the country, because that would have been our first line of defense, and for anybody to be denied. for her to have gone back to the COVID-19 situation, in which she says that Jamaicans were denied entry into the country because it was a health crisis. However, with our 218 brothers and sisters that is coming to help us to make little Calcutta, um, could it be that these are the people? These are the people who Minister Nigel Clark spoke of when he spoke of Jamaica Silicon Valley experience. Jeffrey, it's just a lot to take in. But you know what is good about this situation? It goes to show the little to no regard that the government of Jamaica have for the Jamaican people. Had it been anywhere else in the world, to not have an alarm and for people to start to take matters into their own hands, will it take somebody going out there and doing something stupid and hurt one of these? And if they are mercenary, we'll know because they probably will fight back. Will it take harming one of them? Will they come in here? What are their needs? What are they really here for? No, we are not against.
That's a good question, Mr. Cook. And for those who are just joining us here on the Mek Wi Talk program, you're just joining to hear us that there is 218, not 200 spurs reported, 218 Indian nationals landed on a charter flight into Jamaica. They're allowed to land in Jamaica, yet we are hearing out of Trinidad and Tobago that there is a terrorist threat to the T20 Cricket World Cup in Trinidad. And the Jamaican government hasn't addressed the Jamaican people pertaining to what is going on. As what Dr. Angela Brown-Burke just said, where did the flight, who chartered the flight into Jamaica? Why Jamaica? And my question to the Jamaican government this morning, who is paying? Which organization, or is it the government of Jamaica is paying for the hotel where those 218 people who came in on a chartered flight? The flight came in, it has the paperwork did not say if they're gonna leave when they're gonna leave Jamaica. It said that Jamaica is the final destination. The Jamaican government apparently, you know something? I want to have somebody line about something here. I wonder if the immigration personnel were told to stand down and let them through. Why the proper protocol for immigration was not carried out. I wonder if, and I don't want to be speculating here, you know. I'm wondering something this afternoon here. It is now 11:34 in Kingston, Jamaica. And you haven't heard a word. Not one single word. Not one single word from the government of Jamaica. Nothing. Mr. Cook, I wonder if the immigration personnel at Norman Manley International Airport was told to stand down and let them through.
Look here, me and you can sit down on this program and speculate. What me I tell you though, don't expect to get one word out of the Andrew Holness government. Them wrong and them strong. They have no regard for nobody's stop. They have no regard for anybody. Them have no regard for anybody and them don't have any regard for public safety. Let me tell you why that gonna happen now. Hotter claps have to reach them backside when we meet up like a Calcutta and then all hell break loose like a Calcutta come through or we can lock down some machine and thief some things in this country and before it is taken serious. But I am saying, Jeffrey, this do not look good for an administration that goes round on the premise that they are God Almighty to the Jamaican people, because every organization in government have strict protocol. You see, when it comes to border control and people come through airport. So Jeffrey is either a man pay a man. Why Jamaica would be the final destination? You come on a chartered flight. Where's your return ticket? We don't normally let you in if you're not a return ticket for go back. So this don't make no sense. And instead of sit down here and make one ass out of myself to assume, demand little more say Andrew for talk to you and see if another silent the Jamaica Labour Party will go, because I'm saying this, it could be that at the office of the Prime Minister, that's not where the failure. So me, I put it for immigration. Why did you let in people who came into Jamaica on a charter flight? Was it that them pay somebody and the person, it fall down and it never did forget out because they were to come in the dead of night, but the plane go arrive early in the morning, so it was for all to see, because it's at the immigration level that is under the Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security's job, that you have to be able to say what happened, why the 218 members of Little Calcutta was allowed to come in, and maybe they'll be offered primary crown lands as well. I don't know. But it sounds as if the Andrew Holness administration is certainly a banana republic, because this is not settling. And when you talk about people in the brown uniform of 2 and 3 degree, are those degrees to prevent them from actually eating their feces? Because the JCF has to be alerted. Certainly, we have a JDF that really have no international war, but should have been the place where these members of Little Calcutta was brought up to the camp, and certainly the documentations that needed. And if we are supposed to be looking now to if them could have paid for the flight, Jeffrey, were the Indian national that was held in Russia or Germany, and Germany now just say, look, we're not giving 3 square meals again, so now for find somewhere else. So remember Jamaica, out of Jamaica, we're one people. Part of our history says that we had the Taino Indians, so them said them are come take the rule. I don't know. But this is not giving the assurance to the Jamaican people that government and civil servants are adept at carrying out their functions, that the border now is wide open. So if them do it now, is it that next week we can look for another charter flight, and the week after we look
I'm being told now that out of that 218 persons on that flight, 2 of them is wanted by the United States.
Yeah, I'm telling you, say, America come to our aid. America save Jamaica. Come to our aid. They're a threat to you too. If these are mercenary, Jeffrey, a cricket 20, then come from my shop. Then come down here, so then look, then say, wait there. And Jamaica, the best place, we're going to start a revolution, It's not.
So the question must be asked this morning, though, Mr. Cook. Is it that the American government ordered Jamaica to hold that flight? But if they ordered Jamaica to hold that flight, why did Jamaica, just by saying, why did Jamaica allow these people to be parading downtown Kingston?
Look, and yesterday,
not only that, the Prime Minister of Jamaica life is at risk too.
Well, I nobody go raise it. That's the next thing you go hear say me and you are plant trees now. We send the flight come down and you left that part
No,
there, right? That's so because nobody life could be at risk, and yet still a joint statement between the various ministry with the responsibility, the Ministry of National Security, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Health, because we don't know what these little Calcuttians are really here, Jeffrey. It just sounds bizarre. Who goes on a chartered flight and just turns up at a random destination, and then our immigration say, "Welcome to Jamaica," and put on them big straw hat and play and just welcome them. Who does that? So I'm telling you, there is something more sinister to the plot. Certainly we as the Jamaican people will never hear or might never hear. And what we do here, remember, damage control means that I have to control the narrative so that the Jamaican people don't get excited. There could be missionaries coming down here to work with the missionary at the port. I don't know, but what I'm saying, Prime Minister, you're really sleeping on the job, man. You really need an awakening, because these things are the things that we put you in office to ensure our life and property and that of our children. We don't know if they're down here as part of the organ harvested. We don't know if they're down here as part. But if you say somebody on that flight, I don't know where you're getting your bout of information, because then it looks like truly, Jeffrey, you should be the government of Jamaica, because certainly you have more information and sharing that information with people. Imagine you should have your community so excited to say, if you say in a little movement, if you say like a Calcuttans, so Indian just turn up in our communities. It's like the other day I said to you, I'm a little bit concerned that you have some Spanish people who are in all communities in Jamaica giving out loans. They are giving out loans, and them buy gold, them buy things, and they just walk into these communities. And yet still, when I ask people, I say to them, could it be that these people are scouting out the communities? We can't just be so friendly and open. And so they started off from a place of where they know the people are vulnerable and they're really looking for assistance. So they start off by giving out loans, and they're selling gold. And Jeffrey, the way how them working at some terrible inner city, Jamaicans will live abroad now walk in a them the place there. So when me see it, me find it extremely strange. So look here, a whole heap of Martian things are going on in a Jamaica where we not understand. And our government only know how to respond to putting young people into prison and creating austerity measure for its people. They are more effective in that than governance, because in no modern democracy 280 people come on a charter flight, and the prime minister, who likes to give the assurance that he's Superman because he said, remember, you will sleep with your doors open, when I become prime minister, because crime will go down like by 100%. Maybe I'm more interested in deploy soldiers to Haiti to get a little bit of the money where the US are going to pay for stabilize Haiti than I'm interested. The little Calcuttans do not pose a threat. They are here as part of our history.
Yes, for those who are just joining us, on the program here this morning, news out of Jamaica that 218 Indian nationals,
Calcuttians.
yes, Calcuttians, 218 of them were landed in Jamaica on a charter flight. In the same breath, cricket T20 World Cup for 2024. There's news coming out of Trinidad and Tobago that the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago has confirmed that there is a terrorist threat to T20 cricket. And
So are we tying the Calcuttians' arrival as the terrorist attack on T20 cricket? And why is it that we are having in the region that there is a terrorist threat? What does the region pose as an international threat to the near governments of the world? Why it is now coming to our doorstep? We only hear about these excitement in bigger states like Hamas and Hezbollah, Iran and Gaza and them place that why we now coming back to the center of the Cold War, Jeffrey? Let me tell you something. Mr. Dog I sweat Jeffrey and Langyear I cover it. A whole heap of wickedness a galang in this country. Right? Just a galang. So, but you know what? The Jamaican people must bear it because elections have consequences. These are the things that we must demand that a man resign him job final, because under normal circumstance, brother, when you get a job, you have a job description to keep people safe and to ensure that you tell with the truth and look out for your best interest. And you have to look out for everybody else. Once you don't do that, Jeffrey, nobody have to tell you to leave, You should just leave. You should just leave. But you see when the light skin lady come later and she around up her mouth, like how she tell PMP, say, the way them tell story, them is a good storyteller, and she just come beat them pan telling story. We are come out of the Commonwealth because we want to take out the entrenchment. We say we don't want for second, we want republic. And now I hope the Jamaican people ask for a referendum on the Constitution, because if you can't tell us why the little Calcuttians are here, then we don't want you to turn this into a banana republic, because then we're not going to get no answers. And maybe some of them mercenaries come here to take out the rest of the way we attack, because Cliff Hughes going to say PMP control social media, so maybe then can't get nobody down here to kill with, so then go for the Calcuttians. I'm paranoid, so I can't say anything.
For those who are just joining us, we have some breaking news into the Mek Wi Talk program. We also have a press release from the People's National Party demanding the government to give answers. This is Mek Wi Talk breaking news. News just coming into a news center that there is a terrorist threat to T20 Cricket World Cup. The Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister has just come out. And also 208 Indian nationals landed in Jamaica from a charter flight. They were seen parading around downtown Kingston. And now the People's National Party and the people of Jamaica is demanding answers from the Andrew Holness administration. And I dare to go further. Members of the Jamaican diaspora is demanding answers from the Andrew Holness administration re the 218 Indian nationals, as what the Gleaner what the newspaper is reporting this morning. This is what Angela Brown Burke has to say, the opposition spokesperson on foreign affairs and foreign trade.
The People's National Party demands immediate clarity from the government regarding the chartered flight that recently landed in Jamaica in breach of applicable immigration and customs protocols. We are calling on the government to disclose the origin, destination, and apparent purpose of the flight, the identity of the individuals or organizations responsible for chartering the flight, why the flight was allowed to land in Jamaica without proper clearance, why the passengers were allowed to disembark and permitted to enter the island, why standard immigration and customs procedures were not followed in the matter, We also want to know the whereabouts of the 218 persons allegedly on board and what is to be done about their continued presence in Jamaica, as well as what measures are being taken by the JCF to ensure the safety and security of the passengers and the Jamaican public. Jamaicans will recall that during the COVID-19 pandemic, many Jamaicans were denied entry into the country, forced to wait in limbo on cruise ships, and generally subject to strict protocols. And more recently, the Haitians have been repeatedly refused entry into Jamaica and summarily returned to a war-torn Haiti. The difference in treatment of the passengers on this flight is stark and demand answers.
There you have it. Opposition spokesperson in Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Dr. The Honorable Angela Brown Burke is asking questions this morning, is demanding answers from the Andrew Holness administration, 218 Indian nationals who landed in Jamaica from a chartered flight. There hasn't been a word out of the Jamaican government, yet we're told that two of those people who are on that chartered flight are wanted by the United States of America. The question to be asked, is it that the American government demand the Jamaican government to take the flight, land the flight in Jamaica, and then, let me not speculate, but what we're asking this afternoon is for the Jamaican government to issue a press release. Why did the immigration personnel allow these 218 people to be running around in Kingston, Jamaica? Why did the JCF allow that too? And everything falls under the Minister of National Security, Dr. the Honorable Horace Chang. That is the question this morning. And we're demanding answers from the administration of Michael Andrew Brogard Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica. The people of Jamaica need answers. And if this is the case, is it that we must say this afternoon on this program here that the Andrew Holness administration has become a clear and present danger to the national security of the citizens of Jamaica? Huh? That's what we have to come out and say now? Because you promised the people of Jamaica, Prime Minister Holness, that you will allow us to sleep with our windows and door open, and we have not done so, sir. If my memory serves me correctly, over the weekend, an 81-year-old, 82-year-old lady was murdered, brutally murdered. And now, we're getting up this morning to hear about 218 Indian nationals came in on a charter flight, and they were allowed to land in Jamaica. For what reason, we don't know. We're also hearing out of our sister island, Trinidad and Tobago, that T20 cricket is under threat. A terrorist threat. Jamaica's borders are open around the country. And if we can't secure our borders, then we can't secure our people. And let me remind the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the Minister of National Security that you swore an oath to the Constitution of Jamaica to defend and protect the Constitution of Jamaica, to defend and protect the people of Jamaica. So we, the Jamaican people, whether we live in Jamaica, yes or no, are asking questions of you, Prime Minister Holness, and you, Minister of National Security. You're talking about the people in the diaspora bringing down Jamaica and tarnishing brand Jamaica. You don't believe that this is tarnishing brand Jamaica, Prime Minister Holness, when you don't answer to the people of this country, sir? Luke George Cook is still there with us? You don't believe that, Prime Minister Holness?
Jeffrey, you must only speak to people who have a moral compass and expect them to honestly answer you. Believe it or not, the spin doctors are out already spinning this. I bet you'll hear by the end of the day that it is the dirty dozen, the dirty 35 that is making a mountain out of a molehill, and that what we are sending is fear and panic. As I'm saying, I'm a little bit surprised that we, like the opposition, are not aware of the situation. I'm a little bit surprised that a meeting was not called between the relevant ministry and the state the stakeholders, and that a press conference to address the situation. I have serious questions about the immigration office, who always behave as if they are the paragon of virtue, and while they beat up on their citizens, they would have allowed for this, because remember to arrive in this
Mr. Cook,
country.
yeah, somebody talking in the background. It's coming over to us here.
Remember to arrive in this country. You have to.
Oh Lord, we have lost Luke George Cook. We're speaking to Luke George Cook. If you're just joining us, the news coming into us that there is a terrorist attack. Well, there's a terrorist threat rather, not attack. There's a terrorist threat to cricket T20. And right now, 218 Indian nationals reported in the news this morning that 218 Indian nationals landed on a charter flight into Jamaica. The people's national pride in the Jamaican people, but let me say the Jamaican people on a whole, and Jamaicans in the diaspora, is asking questions this morning and this afternoon. What is going on? What is going on? We're being told that the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. The Honorable Keith Rowley, has confirmed that T20 cricket is under terrorist threat. Now, what are we hearing from the authorities in Jamaica? Why was this chartered plane allowed to land in Jamaica? Why was the people on the chartered plane allowed by the immigration personnel and the Ministry of National Security to be parading downtown Kingston as if they're in the country legally? What is going on? Do you believe that if there's a chartered flight from Jamaica to another country, you believe that the Jamaicans could be parading around that city as if they're there legally? Luke?
The democracy, this can happen. Every country has border patrol, and every country has a clear sense of how you ground people when you're not certain. As I said, Jeffrey, there's a lot here that begs for answer, but the answer is not for us to be here on this program speculating. We have sort of put a framework to say, why was there a breakdown in this, and at what point will you inform us of what is the situation? But it is now alarming that you're saying that some of these people are mercenaries, and at the same time this is happening in Jamaica.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program.
Hello.
Yes.
President, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. I am calling in to voice an opinion.
Go ahead.
It is the question you just placed. towards Mr. Luke, asking him if Jamaican nationals will be met with the same hospitality that we're treating these Indian terrorists to our country.
Hold on for me,
No.
hold on for me, hold on for me. We do not know they're terrorists, man. Be careful. We don't know they're terrorists.
Sorry, my apologies.
Mm-hmm.
These aliens into our country, we would not be treated with the same hospitality, because if there is no manifesto to show that they are bound entry into our country, we are aliens. They are aliens. And it is funny that they are extending the red carpet to these Indian nationals. However, when our fellow Caribbean brothers needed our help, we threw them back into their boats and sent them back to their home country, even though we understand the condition of their country in the current state that it's in.
Many more relaxed to suffer, many more relaxed to die. Don't ask me
why we are giving them 4-star hotel stays in hotels that are not easily accessible to the normal civilians of Jamaica.
But not
it's only the Vumva and the Vumva V. 1 cup of coffee down there is $1,000 Jamaican dollars. Same price like Starbucks.
But not only that, caller. The question that we need to ask of the Jamaican government this afternoon or this morning: who is paying for that hotel fee? Is it the Jamaican government? Is it the Jamaican people?
The taxpayers. No, if them charter flight, well, let us assume that if they are here to carry out any mission.
Luke?
Hold on.
We're live on air. We're speaking to a caller on Luke George Cook. 218 Indian nationals landed in Jamaica on a charter flight, and the Jamaican government cannot tell us what is going on all now. Caller, Luke, you still there with us? Caller?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. So you're saying that that would never happen to other Jamaican in another country? Eh?
We have been denied access from even our fellow Caribbean countries that are within CARICOM.
Right.
I feel like that is enough to tell you that we're not welcomed everywhere with a red carpet. I, as a Jamaican citizen, returned home recently to bury a family member, and it was like I was skipping through hot oil or a frying pan to get into my own country as a returning resident. So I don't understand how the custom agency was sat there and allow these aliens to just aboard our country.
But not only that, you know, caller. I think we must ask the question of the immigration personnel. Were you given an order to stand down and let them through?
That's a very good question.
Were the Jamaican immigration officials given an order to stand down and let those 218 people through? Luke Josh, okay, they're here with us now?
Again, Jeffrey, if they come on a chartered flight, why you never ground the flight? When you recognize that a one-way ticket them come upon, all them are going left. Were they all going to leave, and do they have the proper travel document? Look, I think at a higher level you have a lot of questions that are to be answered. The caller is absolutely right. Jamaicans home and abroad, especially abroad, when they're coming here, are treated with sort of disdain, and they have complained about it. I remember once, remember the diaspora.
Look, I'm not hearing you now. Look, you've gone down. I'm not hearing you at all.
Jeffrey, can you hear me now?
No, sir. Not one word coming out of you at all. It seems as if they cut you off.
Can you, mic testing, can you hear me now?
Yes, you can hear from Negril Point to Moran Point now. Go ahead.
Right. Jeffrey, there's a lot to be decided.
No. Oh, God, you're going on again. Something wrong.
Time to get a new phone.
You're driving on the road, Luke?
Jeffrey,
No, we're losing Luke George, because I think we're gonna try and see if we can reconnect back with Luke. Caller, you have anything more to say?
This situation has left a very distasteful taste in my mouth since I've woken up and I was brought to speak about the current situation.
Mm-hmm.
It is not sitting well with my spirit, because again, when I see how we treat our fellow Caribbean brothers, it really makes me wonder if the Vumbu V's and the Vumbu Vo's have something to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
Because we treat people that look like the typical Jamaicans, like they're outcasts.
Mm-hmm.
However, I guess these people are of the same skin color and hair texture of the Vumbu V's and the Vumbu Bars. So we're treating them with the utmost hospitality.
Yes, yes. Okay, caller. Thank you very much for calling in. Caller?
Yes, Mr. Tavares. Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you so much. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Where are you calling from? Hello?
Yeah. Hey, Jeffrey, how you doing?
I'm here looking and living, so like what Monty Perkins would say.
So you suck salt out a wooden spoon.
No. Me not suck no salt out a wooden spoon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. How you doing?
Jeffrey, I mean, it's not, you are on, but I find this very strange.
Uh-huh.
With this 218 migrants that are in our country. It's more than 24 hours. And you have the chief, we're not getting anything from out of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Has to say these people are legal, whatever. Because hear me, whether you are in Jamaica or you are in the States, you must have a two-way ticket.
Indeed.
You understand me?
Number one, if you don't have a two-way ticket at Norman Manley International Airport in the United States, they will not let you board the plane.
Okay.
That I know of.
Okay.
If you're going to Canada and you go to Donaldson's International Airport and you don't have a two-way ticket, you're not allowed to board the plane. So the question must be asked this morning. Wherever the plane was boarded from, what went on? Why they were allowed to board the plane? Actually, it's a chartered flight, but I know chartered flight, the whole immigration thing apply for all flights. So there's something not adding up here. Go ahead, sir.
No, I'm putting it to you that it is no mistake because they have arrangement at a hotel. They have arrangement.
Hold on for me. When they're gonna detain anyone, okay, they're supposed to go up to the detention center. What we were told by the authorities that Jamaica doesn't have a detention center that can hold so much people. The one that they have a lot of people in there. So the Jamaican government, it seems like, decided to put those people downtown Kingston on the back of the Jamaican people who have to pay for it.
Listen to me, Jeffrey. These people should be in a camp up by Opal camp. They pick some bag wire fence like how they treat Jamaican when they pick them up off of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Them in a facility like how, because that's what they treat you.
Yes.
And they pick you up out of the SOE.
Let me hold on for a minute. Let me address something on the chat here. A Jamaican citizen can buy a one-way ticket from the United States back to Jamaica.
a Jamaican citizen can buy a one-way ticket from anywhere around the world if they're going back home to
enter Jamaica.
To enter Jamaica because you are a Jamaican citizen. People who are not Jamaican citizens
must have
a two-way ticket that I know.
Go
ahead.
That's what I'm saying. You have to have a return ticket.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going
on. I right now, Jamaica, we all have to wake up right now because this is too much. This is too more than 24 hours has passed and nobody. We are from the JDF, the police department, from nobody from the Prime Minister office, nobody from the information office, nobody from Ministry Foreign Affairs.
Not a word.
Nobody at all.
Not a word in English.
No. We have to take the street for this one.
And look at this, sir.
We have to take the street for this, Jeffrey. We have to take the street for this one.
Look at this, sir. The IT cricket officials, along with Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, has confirmed that the cricket World Cup, or what they call it, get a terrorist threat. Okay, they came out and they issued a statement on that. Why does it take the Jamaican government so long to issue a statement? And why did they allow a chartered flight, a one-way chartered flight from wherever it come from, with Indian nationals into Jamaica, and allow them to disembark the plane and then give them a hotel to stay in, and then those Indian nationals were allowed to be parading the streets of downtown Kingston as if there are legal people in the country? A Jamaican national could not do that anywhere else in the world. The Prime Minister of Jamaica and the Minister of National Security and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade have some answering to do to the Jamaican people.
But Jeffrey, 24 hours has gone by.
My God.
More than 20 days.
We're in serious crisis in this country, sir. Serious crisis.
And I understand that two of these migrants have a red flag they wanted in the US.
Yes.
We lock those two up.
That's another question we don't know.
Have we lock up these two?
We don't know. What I was told.
And I hope two marshals are heading to Jamaica to pick them up.
What I was told that some of those people have disappeared. They have gone back to the hotel. All right, caller. Thank you for calling in.
Before I go, Jeffrey, remember, we have to be very careful, because the Prime Minister defending Israel, Remember that, We are in serious trouble, Serious trouble.
Jamaica is becoming a banana republic, sir.
Banana republic. Well, I hope we are going to be going to. I hope they're going into the house tomorrow, and so we'll be meeting them out there. Because we have to get answer, else no parliament and keep tomorrow.
Hold on here. Somebody's saying to me the hotel was paid for. Anyway. Thank you for calling in, caller.
That's why I told you that they make preparation. Don't make them fool you. They had made preparation for these migrants to be accepted. Yes. There's no mistake.
Yes. All right, caller. I got to take the next call. Thank you for calling in, my friend.
All right, Jeffrey.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon, Mr. Tavares. I'm calling from Georgia here.
Yes, sir. How are you doing? Welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you. I woke up this morning
Uh-huh.
to this alarming news.
Hmm.
I really can't understand what's happening down there. I am here listening to your program,
Hmm.
and I am waiting there some sort of a response from the relevant authorities in Jamaica. I get a distinct impression that they are kind of shuffling around, trying to formulate what you might call an appropriate response, that will placate the people.
Hmm.
I can't understand what's taking place, sir. When we as Jamaicans go anywhere abroad, we have to have a return ticket. And anybody going into any foreign country must have a two-way ticket.
Indeed.
I can't understand what's happening, sir. Things really getting out of hand out there. I mean, the people who we elect to represent us, they can't come up with a response, an answer as to why this is happening, and leave all the whole country in a kind of limbo as far as this thing. I'm sure that many Jamaicans right now are fearful when you add to it the threat coming out of Trinidad and the T20 cricket situation.
Hmm.
And then to hear that two of these people are actually wanted by the United States government. We don't know exactly for what, but it's kind of a hair raiser. I can tell you this, sir. And anybody in Jamaica who wants to talk about people in the diaspora interfering, they must remember that everyone up here, there's hardly a Jamaican anywhere abroad.
Caller, hold on for me. I am getting news now. The Gleaner is reporting right now. The Gleaner is reporting that sources is telling them that the Indian nationals who arrived in Jamaica on Thursday without proper documentations are currently in the departure lounge of the Norman Manley International Airport, Kingston, Jamaica, awaiting flight clearance to leave.
Well,
so this is what we're hearing. Hold on for me, call. This is what we're hearing right now. Let us see if the based on news that we're getting in our news center here right now, that let me run this for us, please. This is Mek Wi Talk breaking news. Okay, news coming into a news center that the Indian nationals who arrived in Jamaica on Thursday without proper documentations are currently in the departure lounge of the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston, awaiting flight clearance to leave. They came into Jamaica on Thursday, and see, we didn't hear anything about it, it was a hush hush. It's somebody leaked this to us, It was a hush hush. And they were allowed to stay in the country. They were
at the expense of Jamaican people.
That's a good question. We need to figure that out, because somebody's saying to me, let me see if we can find something here. Hold on for me, caller. Don't move, please.
Okay.
Let me see if we can find something here. Were they? Hold on here. Okay. Let me find something here. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm getting here. Okay, this is the same thing I'm getting. Oh, hold on there. In awaiting flight clearance. This after the group of 220 Indian crew members and at least one French citizen landed in Jamaica on a flight XG201 from Qatar International Airport in Egypt. So the plane, something not adding up here. The plane came in from Egypt, Qatar, destined to Jamaica. Why did they come to Jamaica? On a one-way ticket? Now we are being told that the flight is on the tarmac of the Norman Manley International Airport, and the crew on the Indian nationals are in the departure lounge at the Norman International Airport, sorry, awaiting clearance to leave. A group of 220 seats. You're getting mixed report here. It was 218 or is it 220 people? Dear God help us. Go ahead, caller. Hello? Hello, caller? Hello, caller? Okay, I don't know what's happening. I didn't hear him at all. Now we're hearing that the flight is about to leave Jamaica. I don't know who to believe. That's another thing again. The Gleaner is reporting that sources close to the situation said that the Indian nationals who arrived in Jamaica on Thursday without proper documentations are currently in the departure lounge of the Norman Manley International. Hold on for me. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program.
Yes, Mr. Tavares. Sorry about that. We got cut off when another call came through.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I wasn't able to hear your last statement regarding the departure of these people. But one thing I would say is that they need to verify that is the same people who came in that are actually leaving.
Well, we don't know because I said Qatar is Cairo in Egypt. The flight originated from Cairo in Egypt to Jamaica. Now we are being told that they're trying to get out of the country now.
Okay, but I still don't think that this exonerates the authorities from coming to the public with a plausible explanation. I mean, they've been too silent on this issue. And when we look at how we treat the Haitians, as the Haitians come, we bundle them back in our own boat and send them go back at the yard.
I'm telling you.
Anyhow, sir, you have a very good day.
Same to you, sir. Thanks very much for calling.
I have another issue that I will talk to you about. I raised the question the other day, but you were not on air.
Okay.
And it's with regards to this tax relief for imported raw foods.
Yes. All right, caller.
So I'll talk to you another time on
Yes,
that.
man. Thank you very much for calling in.
You're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in. Hold on for me. Let's go back to this.
The People's National Party demands immediate clarity from the government regarding the chartered flight that recently landed in Jamaica in breach of applicable immigration and customs protocols. We are calling on the government to disclose the origin, destination, and apparent purpose of the flight, the identity of the individuals or organizations responsible for chartering the flight, why the flight was allowed to land in Jamaica without proper clearance, why the passengers...
Hello, caller. Welcome to the program. Hold on for me, sir. Hold on. I don't know what's going on here. The thing was just working. Now it's not working again. Hold on for me. Hello?
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay, hold on for me, sir. Don't move for me. Hold on for me, please. All right, caller, go ahead for me.
Yeah, that's a big give an update. briefly.
Uh-huh.
Is that when I was the immigration officer in Jamaica, I was in charge of the surveillance department.
What department are you in charge of, sir?
The surveillance department of immigration.
Uh-huh.
And it's something similar to that I had. I was in charge of it, and I'm the one in the 80s. So we had a flight came to Jamaica. Similar to that, I was informed by the immigration, by the U.S. Embassy, Canadian Embassy, and the British High Commission. The Minister of Security was Mr. K.D. Knight.
Right.
And I called him, told him, I called the Commissioner of Police. I told him what was going on. I called the section of the police department and to know what was going on. And we went to the airport. And we got hold of everyone there. Called the British Airways office. And everything was intact. I called the tower, which I ground the plane. And I looked at the passport, they were not intact. The return ticket was going on to the United States. U.S. Embassy, they call it AFU, anti-fraud unit. And we get through the whole thing within 24 hours. Mr. K.D. Knight was there with us, and he told us everything. I recall the boat that we call the boat that tour the water and what have you. And we have everything grounded. We took the suitcase, we went through the suitcase, and they were back on the flight within 20.
Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question. You said it was about a lot of people, huh? Hello? Oh Lord, we have lost him. I'm gonna ask him the question. When KD Knight was Minister of National Security, were the people allowed to came off the plane? Or were they still on the plane, on the tarmac of the airport? I don't understand this thing, There's so much thing going on in this country, is unbelievable. So much. Now, what we're hearing, what we're getting in our news center here, on the Gleaner website, let me make this clear. It is not from the Mek Wi Talk program. The Jamaica Gleaner is reporting that the flight from Qatar, or Cairo, I keep on saying Qatar, Cairo International Airport in Egypt, with over 220 Indian nationals on Thursday. They landed in Jamaica on Thursday without proper documentation, are currently at the departure lounge to leave Jamaica. I get this call coming in. Yes, caller, welcome back to the program.
Yeah, I just finished with you, sir. I was on the air with you a few minutes ago.
Yes, I want to ask you this question, sir.
Sure.
When you were at the immigration department in Jamaica, sir, and the Minister of National Security was KD Knight.
Yes, sir.
Did Mr. Knight give you instruction to take those people off the plane and give them a hotel to stay in?
No, sir. He did not give us permission to take them off the plane. What happened? They got off the plane, but we were aware that they were coming here.
Okay.
U.S. Embassy, that section is called AFU, anti-fraud unit.
Right.
The Canadian Department were aware. The British High Commission were aware. And I informed the Minister of Security what was going on. So we were ahead of everything. And then yes, sir, go ahead.
So is it that maybe the Jamaican authority were aware of it, sir?
Well, I was aware via the U.S. Embassy.
Okay.
Because we work alongside each other every day. And every day I have to report to Mr. K.D. Knight and the Commissioner of Police every day and all the embassies.
But in this case, though, caller.
Yes, sir.
On Thursday, it landed in Jamaica from Cairo. And they're allowed to disembark the plane. They were given a hotel to stay in. And then they were allowed to parade at downtown Kingston. And they didn't have proper documentation. As a former member of the immigration department in Jamaica, sir, you don't think that something is fishy here?
It's not fishy. Something is rotten there. They don't know the job description. They should never be disembarked. Secondly, they should look at the passport. They should look at the ticket. And we are look at the what they call health department.
Yes.
And we're notified about all these things. So we are aware of the flight coming in Jamaica and all of the flight. And they were both Indians and Pakistanis. And the embassy informed us that tell us everything. We are called a manifest of everything. So we have when these flights come to Jamaica, try to fight. We have everything waiting for them.
So hold on there now. Hold on there now for me, caller. You don't have to give your name at all. I don't want to give your name.
Sure.
And the question I want to ask you now, though, when you see all of that, sir, compared to what happened now from Thursday to today, Monday, they were allowed to stay in the country, sir, from Thursday until now, sir. And you don't hear a word from the Minister of National Security, not a word from the Minister of Defense and the Prime Minister, not a word from the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. What do you think right now?
Illegal entry.
Okay.
Illegal entry. Right away, they'll be charged for illegal entry.
But the Gleaner is stating now that those people, sir, the 218 or 220 of them, are now at the Norman Manley International Airport awaiting clearance to leave the country, sir?
They should never be disembarked. They should be tailed at the Norman Manley Airport or the Donaldson's Airport. That's what you did. And we had informal Minister of Security, right away, Katie Light. The Commissioner of Police, because he was in charge of immigration. Because immigration in those days comes under the police. And all the embassies, the U.S. Embassy, the British High Commission, the Canadian Embassy, all of them were involved.
Don't you believe, sir? Don't you believe, sir?
Yes, sir.
That in this dying time and age where technology is so well known and rampant and so forth, don't you believe that a press conference should be had between the Prime Minister, the American embassy, or whosoever? Because don't tell me that the embassies in Jamaica wasn't aware of this. And don't tell me the Jamaican government wasn't aware of this. And don't you think that they should have a press conference? Because if they allow this charter flight to come in without any proper documentation, allow these people to go and stay at a hotel downtown Kingston, isn't that a national security risk, a clear presentation to the people of Jamaica, sir?
Exactly, sir. Because we had a press conference, but not with the public, not with the media.
Yes.
We have a conference within the police department, the immigration, the embassies. Nothing legal. We have it with the Prime Minister, the amount called the Prime Minister. Mr. K.D. Knight was informed. He was there. I have his personal number at that time there. All the embassies' personal number. And I called him that night and talked about this flight coming in. The flight was for BA. And that flight number, I think it was 1432. I will never forget the flight number. And there were Pakistanis and Indians on the flight. And we go through the document, they have return ticket. Guess what? We're in the United States.
And compared to this flight now, sir.
Yes, sir.
They're telling the Jamaican people and indeed members of the diaspora, indeed the wider world, that this plane with the 220 personnel on board did not have proper documentations. So why did they allow them then to disembark the plane and leave the airport?
Exactly. That's what I call it. If they disembark, let us put it away. Disembark means that we have been processed by immigration.
Right.
Because when you get off the flight, you still don't disembark. You're in Jamaican territory.
Right.
But when immigration stamp the passport, that is when you come to legally. So what happened, we were aware of it. And we monitor them with other passengers coming aircraft, coming off the aircraft rather.
So okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Yes, sir. 183.
183. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You said that when they stamp the passport or the document, that means that they're legal to stay in Jamaica. Okay.
Because we give them authority, yes, sir.
Right. Understand that now. Now, the Gleaner is reporting that these 220 people did not have proper documentations. So, that means the Immigration Department of Jamaica commit an illegal act to allow them to stay in the country.
100%, yeah, correct. 100%, sir. Because what we did is that we know that India is a member of the Commonwealth, they don't need visa.
Right.
Pakistan is a member of the Commonwealth, they don't need visa.
Yes.
You rule that totally. And we get the manifest before the flight arrives from the British agent of all passengers, including the crew members. And we go to a thing we call book. And we check the names of everything there. We inform the Customs Department. We know how many pieces of luggage they're coming with. Mr. Katie was aware of everything. The Commissioner of Police was aware of everything. The embassies were aware of everything. Some secretary of the police department were aware of everything. The Coast Guard was aware of everything. The police lodge were aware of everything.
So in other words, here
Yes,
so
sir.
now, something stink and Riverton dump they go on here, sir.
Something, my brother. That changed thing.
Jesus.
And the bottom line, sir, sorry to interrupt, the bottom line.
Go ahead.
Ever since the change from the police, immigration, hand it over to civilian, everything changed. Because they don't know the law, you have to get the law. Because every time we take alien to court or whatever we have to present the cost of the immigration law book to the judges. And that comes to the printing office. And it shouldn't be laws. That don't happen anymore. It don't happen anymore. And I think the man himself at Jamaica. Anybody can come to Jamaica.
As a Jamaican citizen, sir, living overseas.
Yes, sir.
And a former immigration personnel for Jamaica, sir. And what is going on in the country, sir? What is the views and what is going on in the country where the level of security has dropped to nothing? And for immigrations to allow people with, not proper documentations to come into the country and allow to be stayed at a hotel and those things. What is your views on all of that, sir?
That is a breach of the Security Act. That is carelessness. That should never, ever happen. Should never. Even more we breach the Minister of Security, what's going on. Even more we have to. We have to breach the Minister of Commissioner of Police, the JDF, all the embassies, what's going on. Right?
So,
yes, sir, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And we have to keep in contact of them because a week after the Chinese with zinc factory calling those days there, and I arrested 48 Chinese. They were working on with a work permit. They were on visitor visa. I arrested them, Canada Central, booked them there, and I asked the judge, said, Judge, the petition over, please, show them out everything. And they were deported the same day.
We don't
make it come up. Yes, sir.
I am happy you touch on that on that point, And it seems that God make you come on the program right now because I have to ask you this question.
Sure.
When you were at the immigration department in Jamaica,
sure,
did you all go around? Say Jeffrey Tavares came into Jamaica as a tourist, all right, and I'm supposed to leave the country the next week, and I did not. But you only stamp all right. You stamp in the passport for 6 months. Then let me put it there. Then 6 months, and on the time for me to leave, I haven't leave. The 8th month, I still don't leave. Do you at that time go around and find out where Jeffrey Tavares is?
Yes, sir. We go to the place that they give on the card, the local address in Jamaica. And we have 2 different types of immigration cards in those days. We have the arrival and the departure. And when the time comes for that person to leave, especially our visitors, and see you go into a hotel, like say Ocean Hotel or whatever, you're not there. It's our duty now to start investigate entirely. I mean, I can stop until we get to the bottom of it. Because we were, yes, sir.
No, go ahead.
Because we were dedicated our security in the country there. That comes first. And because we try the surveillance, everything comes on my head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we put politics one side.
Mm-hmm.
And that time there, we had put politics one side. We had Mr. K.D. Knight. I worked on him because at that time I only did 8 years and he was there for the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And everything, we gave him advice and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on top of it. The Commissioner of Police was on top of it.
So,
the army was on top of it. We were under one umbrella.
Mm-hmm. So right now, sir,
Yes,
now,
sir.
there is a lot of there's a lot of nationals, Chinese,
Yes,
Haitians, Indians,
Mhm.
Syrians,
Mhm.
other nationals who are in Jamaica illegally.
Right, I'm aware of that.
And
What
the
we
immigration
did,
and the immigration not doing nothing about it.
well, what we did, apart from Jamaicans, every national comes here. We have an area where we put the cards
Mm-hmm.
and we put them in our blacklist.
Mm-hmm.
If they want, they want to be, because we liaise with all the embassies and they tell us who is wanted and who is not wanted and what have you. So the names are there. That before we have computer.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put all this we call special branch, monitor the situation for us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we on top of everything. We wanted to make go through, but we go to the end and we find out everything. Where you're overstayed. Some of you even got married. Some came with the United States Embassy. I mean, Western Health, hospital, not hospital, college.
Mm-hmm.
Those days. And we check with the register and say, why this person is still there?
Mm-hmm.
I went to clock tick, realized that they came there.
Hmm.
Hiding out of what have you. A lot of them were arrested, deported. And when we deported, if you're arrested today, we get deported tomorrow. But don't let it come on a problem with the Jamaican public. No way. And guess who pay for it? The airline.
Mm.
You have to pay for it. Because you breach the act, the Jamaican Act, ACT.
Mm.
Right? Man, I tell you, I want to do definition now.
My
I
God.
don't know. I tell you, I cried. Mr. J.P., I'm crying. This was great. I don't.
Mm.
You know the reason for that? I was an increase of the year into the surplus and the nonsense is not a problem.
Mm. Don't make it pressure go up, sir. Don't make it pressure go
No,
up.
but you don't know what you have done. How many thousand people passed through my hand? And I we work together. We were united. Why we put politics and champion people together? And what's going on now? Mr. Jeff, you don't know what. A lot of us are in the United States now. And we are watching you probably calling each other and telling them what's going on. Come here. Have a good day, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling in, sir. I thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye-bye. My God. Mm. My viewers on this noble platform here, whether we want to believe it, yes or no, you know, our country, Jamaica, is in serious crisis. And for those who do not want to see that, then it seems as if termite is eating out all our brain. Our nation is in crisis. Our national security is in crisis. And the leaders of our country do not know how to secure the nation. Jamaica. And I will go further and say this without any apology. The Andrew Holness administration is becoming a clear and present danger to the national security of Jamaica. Because if you can't secure our people,
The Gleaner is saying, you know, that these people did not have proper documentation. They did not. So how you allow these people who did not have proper documentations to go to a hotel and stay? Is it that there is something else going on that the public don't know about? Huh? Is that the case? Is it that there is something going on that the public don't know about? Hello, caller. Welcome to the program.
I'm pretty good. All right.
Hello.
Look nice. Huh? Yeah. What going, General?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm on them in that group, man. May I say, you could add a number, because I say I want to admin them.
Mr. Who?
No, man. I see that you are one of the admin in the group.
In what group?
No, man, no one vibe.
You're live on air, you know, sir.
Oh, you're live on here now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. What group is he talking about? I don't even know what group he's talking about. The number to call is 954-529-8030. I was saying that our country is in crisis. When you have this former immigration personnel, a Jamaican by birth who loves his country, can call in and tell us the procedures of what should happen. And some, you know. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, how you doing?
Thank you for taking my call. Doing well, Jeffrey. Listen, that with the fact that the plane came in with those Indian people and stuff, and they allowed them to go to the hotel, and you know, this is not by accident. This is on purpose. It's a shame, but it's corruption to the highest level. I mean, they treat the Haitians so terrible. You want to send them back right away, and these guys come in with no papers. You know what I mean? And you let them go to the hotel. It's almost like they came for a visit. Everything seems like visa is correct. That's ridiculous.
Maybe they came for a visitor. Maybe there's something else going on we and I not even know about.
As a matter of fact, I agree with you. I think there may be something else is going on. Jamaicans gonna be foreigners in their own country. That's what they're trying to work on.
Yep.
That's not acceptable. The Minister of Security, what's his name? Chuck? No, man, these guys, all of these guys need to go to prison, man, for all this stuff.
May God have mercy upon this nation of ours.
It's ridiculous. Pretty much the Jamaicans are going to be visitors in their own country now.
Pretty soon, indeed.
But thank you for taking my call, sir. And I mean, we need, oh, man. I've just listened to that gentleman just before, and I mean, I felt with exactly what he was saying.
Yes, yes.
That was so sad.
True. Thank you for calling in, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program.
Mr. Tavares, how are you doing today?
I am here looking and living. So where are you calling from?
Chicago.
Oh, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, man. I like your song the other night, man. I was listening to you.
you gotta blame Wilfred Rattigan and Herb Nelson Jr. for that, you know.
Okay.
They know that my wife told me not to sing, you know. You have to go out there and sing and Wayne lonesome him calling about now for encore and must pay me to put me back up. Father help us.
As a matter of fact, I sent $20 to put you back, but apparently they didn't do it.
No, because I asked for $300 to take me down.
Okay.
And they paid the $300 to take me down.
Well, Mr. Tavares,
Yes, sir.
you're talking about that hotel
Yes.
downtown.
Uh-huh.
I'm going on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried to book in that hotel, man, and the price was so exorbitant. I couldn't even think of going there.
Mm.
And here they have people, man. What is happening to us, Mr. Tavares?
I don't know, you know, sir. I think
It's time for the government to resign now, man. It's time for the government to resign.
But sir, if the people of our country, sir, sit down and don't do nothing about it, sir, don't you think that these things will continue happening? In which modern democracy can these nonsense continue to happen?
This is over the top now. And I was just listening to you so they are on the tarmac, the departure. Come on, man. Something wrong with that, man. And there's nothing from the government. Nothing.
We don't know. The fact of the matter is, and I urge the Jamaican journalist. I urge RJR, Radio Jamaica, Television Jamaica, CVM, Nationwide, IRFM, Sun City Radio, and all the other radio and television outlets in Jamaica, all the other media houses in Jamaica. I urge you all, the time has come for you all to stand up and speak out and ask the important questions. One of the questions that the media houses in Jamaica should be asking now of the Jamaican government, if the people came into the country without proper documentations, why did they allow to come on Jamaican soil? Who paid for the hotel for them to stay from Thursday until this blessed day? Those are the questions that the media houses need to ask the government of Jamaica.
You know, when I'm going to Jamaica, and if I don't have my Jamaican passport, I'm being harassed. And there are these people
Mm-hmm.
who go into a hotel that I want to go and experience a night downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And they can get there, but I'm a Jamaican national,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to charge me so much money to be there. Man, something wrong with that picture, man. It's time for the security minister to resign, man.
It's time for the Jamaican people, sir. The Jamaican people must stand up. It is time for the Jamaican people. It is time for the people of Jamaica to stand up and say enough is enough and stop this PNP and JLP stupidness and stand up for the piece of rock that we call home.
Well, we are doing our best up here, man. I mean, you guys, I have to lift my hat to you guys, you know?
Yes.
Anyhow, you have a wonderful day, man, and thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir. Thanks for calling in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good. I'm calling from Florida.
Yes, ma'am.
I am Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to everything. I mean, this gentleman put me in tears.
Yes, the immigration gentleman, eh?
Yeah. Father.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I want to find out, it's from Thursday these people come.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody say anything to us.
Because we're nothing to them, ma'am. We the Jamaican people are nothing to the Andronis administration, you know. We're common dogs. We're common dogs to them, ma'am. The Prime Minister of Jamaica don't rate the Jamaican people. That's why he walked out of the Jamaican people of the parliament the other day.
Yes.
He doesn't respect the Jamaican people. The Prime Minister of Jamaica and his wife and his administration do not respect the Jamaican people. We're common dogs and drunkards to them.
Yes, that's true. Well, I would like to see what the Jamaican people are going to do. They need to get up and go out there now. It is too much. It is too much right Now, they need to come down. I'm going to give you a little thing what happened to us when 1 year, me and my son and my sister coming through Norman Manley Airport. Me and my sister got stamped and we coming through. Can't see my son coming. I turned back. What's the problem? And you know, he came in same time. He said to me, you know what the immigration man said to him? Why did you turn an American?
That's none of his business.
Well, this is what I'm saying. But these people were allowed to just walk in.
And,
This is sad.
and if what the Gleaner is reporting to us,
Yeah, I heard you.
if what the Gleaner is reporting to us, that they did not have proper documentations,
Right.
then there is something wrong somewhere.
Very wrong. But Jamaica, I tell you, this man put me to tears. This man, but I don't know. They need to step down. They need to step down. There's nothing else to talk. This is more than what we all can bear.
My God.
Anyway, Jeffrey, there's one thing. I don't know if I can talk to you on the air, or you want me to call,
me
or you want to call me back.
Call me
Yeah,
off
it's
air.
something to do with it. What time do you think I should call you back?
Call me. What time is it now? Call me
It's,
about 2:30.
2:30?
Yes.
That this same number?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Jeffrey. I'm still listening to you, but I mean, I was in tears when this gentleman talking. I mean, I don't have words.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Okay, Jeffrey, I'll call you back just to say I want to ask you something very important.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. And thank you all for the work that you're doing.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Wow. The numbers to call are 954-529-8030. It's also a WhatsApp number, 954-529-8030. Remember, I have oh wow, thank you all very much. 1,215 people on the platform here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. This YouTube channel will be coming to you live from New York City on May 10th, 2024, for the demonstration, a call to action demonstration, Jamaicans from all walks of life. Let me show this thing here. That we need everybody to come on board with us. Come on board with us. We'll be coming to you live. Hold on a minute. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Mek Wi Talk program.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Turn off the TV in the background, my dear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead now. How can I?
My question is, how many planes I got Japan Jamaica before you know why they come there and what plane come there, you don't know what the plane come with, plane land in a sea, you don't know who come in at it, you don't know what company. I know they're not there. That's where I want.
I don't know, darling. I don't know what's going on. All I know that if we, the Jamaican people, don't stand up and speak out on what is going on in our country, then dog nyam we suffer.
No, but dog and yam already, and we not have none. That's the whole point. Dog eat and we not have none.
True.
That's the whole point. I can't understand. This the people that come here from Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and to them Monday, and then still they just wait.
Don't my dear. I don't know what's going on. Jamaica. And you know the funniest thing to call up? The Jamaican people sit down and they say they don't care about what is going on in their own country, you know. And they expect people overseas
to do the job.
Okay.
You expect people overseas. Yes, I'm going to help you, but you have to help me too. One hand wash the other, two hand clap. What else is how many more planes coming to Jamaica we don't know about.
No, not only that, caller. How many more disrespect must the Jamaican people endure from the Prime Minister of Jamaica? How many more?
No, sir. This is beyond me. This is beyond me. If plane can come through the big airport, Norman Manley International Airport, and 218, 216, 220, you don't know how many can come to an airport and just come out and go where they want to go anywhere where they want to go. Eh? And I can't go. So what the cleaner said, then in the lounge now to go back. Which one of the lounge in over Norman Manley?
None of the departure lounge?
Which one of the departure lounge? I know the one where over Norman Manley, because none in there.
How you mean none in there?
That me I tell you. Then somebody go look.
How you mean there's no departure lounge at Norman Manley?
Let's send somebody go and look.
No, what is the reason why you say that?
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell somebody go look.
All right.
Jeffrey, you have foot shoes up on the ground. And then go look.
All right.
Me have foot shoes up on the ground. And then they nothing else.
All right then.
Check it out, Jeffrey. Check it out.
I will. Thanks for calling in.
Which one of the departure land they in? I can't know one over Norman Manley can none in there.
All right then. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Try them to try to ask people. Later, yeah, Jeffrey.
All right, my dear. Thanks much. The numbers to call is 954-529-8030. You know, my callers are something else, you know. They let me crack up at times, you see. Yes, I was speaking about the mass demonstration going to happen in New York on Friday in front of the Jamaica Council building. But there's something that came into me. Let me figure out something here. Hold on there for me. The numbers to call. Those who are calling and you miss the chat, you can call back in because we can take your calls now. The numbers to call is 954-529-8030. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Where are you calling from?
Hi, Mr. Tavares.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Tavares. I'm calling from New York.
Uh-huh.
I just want to ask a question. I'm listening to that lady a while ago.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not that the Jamaican people them cannot say anything, you know. They're just afraid because they're gagged. They're afraid if they open their mouth, they might be arrested and stuff like that.
So hold on, let me ask a question now, ma'am. Is it that Jamaica is being run by a totalitarian leader?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Obviously it is. And one question I want to ask you, is it that Jamaica laws and policies is that you cannot overthrow your or impeach your prime minister? Is there a law down there that you cannot do that?
There is nothing in the Constitution that stated that I'm aware of that you can't impeach a prime minister. I prefer not to use the word overthrow because you know overthrow is a very strong word, and overthrow means something different. So the word that we must use as what you said, impeach. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes, impeach. There has to be something that is being put to Parliament, ma'am, on the table in the Parliament that the Prime Minister and the Minister of Government can be impeached. At this present moment, I am not aware of that. I don't think that can happen at all.
It is a shame of what is going on in the country. Our beautiful country has been demised. All right, Mr. Tavares. See you Friday.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right.
I'll see you on Friday too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. 954-529-8030. That's the number to call into the program. 954-529-8030. There are so many things going on right now. Our nation is in serious crisis. Yes. Let us go back to what I was speaking about. We're gonna maybe go off air now, but we're gonna speak about the demonstration planned for Jamaicans and Jamaica. Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica, rather. Let's raise your voices in protest against corruption, crime, failing healthcare, poor education, etc. in Jamaica on May 10th, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will be broadcasting from 10 o'clock. From 10 o'clock. We're broadcasting from 10 o'clock. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Mek Wi Talk program.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, what I want to say is, I think those people that came to Jamaica, I don't know, but that Prime Minister is not to be trusted. I think he probably want to use them in the election because those Indians, they know how to read. You know what I'm talking about?
No, ma'am.
I think that's what he's doing.
I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. Talk to me now.
No, those Indians love to read, like technology, whatever. I think that's what he have them there. But something is not right because Ange owners think he owns Jamaica, and he swear to God that he have to win this general election, which we cannot let him. Although not because I'm in America, all of us love our country. We want good for our country. I'm Jamaican. I'm no politician. I'm Jamaican first.
Yes, ma'am.
And it is really mad. We are pissed over here. We are pissed over here with that government and its corruptive behavior and its cabinet. What are these people doing in our country? What are they for? What are they there for? I think it's something like that is going on.
All right, ma'am.
That man is a evil man. All right, sir. Let me go back and watch your live.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Where are you calling from?
Good day. I'm calling from Canada.
Yes. How are you doing in Ontario, Canada?
I'm doing good. I just understand that there's a lot of Indian land down there, man.
Pardon me?
There's a lot of Indian land down there.
Indian lands down where?
In Jamaica. 200 Indians.
Oh. Oh, Lord. I didn't hang up on him at all. He hung up on himself. 954-529-8030. That's 954-529-8030. That's the number to call. That's the number to call. 954-529-8030. Somebody was asking, we're gonna have snacks. I think they're gonna be. Hold on. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Where are you calling from? Hello? Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Call back from me, please. I pressed deny a while ago. I do apologize about that. (954-529-8030). Hello, caller. Good afternoon. Where are you calling from? Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program.
I am calling from Northern Clarendon, Jamaica.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, Northern Clarendon?
Man, we're getting rain. We are very happy about that. We're getting rain right now, and we are very happy because the drought has passed through. And man, but we're really enjoying the rain. But I'm listening to your program, and I want to find out, what is going to happen with what happened. I said, Tonjina had Indian come in and then go downtown and all those type of stuff, and now seeing like they're gone back. What are the consequences?
The Prime Minister of Jamaica need to answer the question of that, sir. Because based on what the former Jamaican immigration personnel said to us a while ago, that they should not be allowed to leave the airport at all. And from the immigration, well, did they stamp any paperwork for them? We don't know, because the Gleaner is reporting that they did not have proper documentation at all. So I don't know.
Well, the Minister of Security, Mr. Chang, him, hopefully he can come out with some speech, because sometimes this government is so arrogant and just do what they feel for do and figure so nobody enough to question them and all those type of stuff. So, I mean, we have to just wait and see. Well, tomorrow they sit in Parliament and hope somebody can ask them these questions and we can get some answers. Because, you know, then again, the government, you might say something when I like, then just walk out. They never can tell. The Parliament now is so unpredictable.
And you know the funniest thing, sir? When this Prime Minister walk out, you know, he believes he's walking out on the opposition, you know. He's walking out on the Jamaican people.
Because you know, somebody can come on your yard and you get up and left your yard and left them. He's defending the place, he's the man of the yard and he's walking out. What's going to happen next?
God help us, sir. God help us. Anyway, sir, thank you very much for calling in. I gotta go now. Thank you very much.
God bless.
God bless you too, sir. There will be I think there will be a food truck. Let me confirm that. I know at one point they said they're gonna have something there. And I know at one point they're trying to get a food truck to come. So if you are gonna tell us you're gonna buy the food when the food truck come, then you know, I'm pretty much sure they'll bring food for the for Friday, the 10th of May. So just a reminder that on Friday, the 10th of May, Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica, let's raise our voice in protest against a corrupt government. A corrupt government. A corrupt government. Let's raise our voice towards a government that believe that they are not of the people, for the people, nor by the people. A government who believe that they will not speak to the people when they were supposed to be speaking to the people. So I think they're gonna be a demonstration on May 10th, 2024. We're asking everyone to come on out. That's in New York City in front of the Jamaican Concert Building. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sims.
Mr. Who?
Listen, I'm sorry, Mr. Tavares. What I want to say, you see, I want to ask if there's no one in Jamaica can impeach this man. This man is going on with so much things and getting away with it. The Jamaican people actually have to be living like they are, I don't know, I mean, we come in like we are nobody in Jamaica. The Andrew Holness and his wife. Everybody come have access to Jamaica except the citizens of Jamaica. Why is this man behaving like this?
Because the people want to behave so, man.
Every single person coming there can walk free. The Jamaican people cannot live free. They cannot sell free. They cannot access the beach free. And everybody, every other nation come there have access to everything except the citizens of the country. What is wrong? The people of Jamaica need to get up. Them too comfortable. Get up. Start the march from Negril Street to Moran Pine.
You know
Garden House first. Go to Garden House first. Block it off up there.
You know something, Carla?
Yes.
You see, the politicians, majority of them, you know, I wouldn't say all of them, some of them, because they know the Jamaican people will not stand up, because they only can chat according to the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Patricia Scotland. She told Andrew Holness and Camilla Johnson Smith, and we can't stand the chat. We don't know chat to action time. But the Jamaican people, ma'am, because Andrew Holness and his administration know But the Jamaican people only chat and nothing come out of it. That's why they continue what they're doing.
But what I'm trying to say again, these people that came, I bet you not one Jamaican can enter their country without a proper documentation. And any one of them who leave other countries and come to Jamaica, not one can enter, not one Jamaican can enter their country without a proper documentation. Why is it we are so comfortable? It don't make any sense. Everybody keep calling and saying this. Somebody have to start somewhere. It is too much now, man. It is heartbroken. It's like the Jamaican people are dog. They are definitely dog, chink, donkey, and flea, whatever Mr. Man they call them. And in said word, and it sounds simple, but eventually that's what the Jamaican government class us to be. We are dog, chink, dog, flea, and fly. Why is it this man is behaving as if the Jamaican people are not somebody? He need to get out of that house. He served no purpose there. And on top of that, that man is not acting like he's a human. He's an alien. He's dropped from space. He don't have a mother. He don't have a father. He come from space.
Oh Lord.
That space him come from. He's a disgrace to Jamaica and the world. He is a disgrace to Jamaica and the world. I am so ashamed of that man. I am so much ashamed. But the Jamaican people need to get up. A lot of them cannot read, and a lot of them cannot write. But I mean, somebody must be there who can lead the demonstration straight to Garden House first, and then if as a matter of fact, they need to go and go pack up. They need to go and go pack up, dry him out. Nobody gonna hurt him, but they need to send the alarm, get some big drum, get some horn, get some every musical thing that they can find. Knock, and say, Jamaican, we need help. We need help. We can't get water. Him bring these people in the country. You know what? I say? This is my view. What I think that man is doing, him bring these people into the country to commit the crimes, and then him use it now and say, oh, he's a thing there, come from yonder, and they don't know Jamaica, so they don't trust the people and what have you. Him bring them to do him dirty work. That's what he bring them there to do. Kill off Jamaican and them take over. That's what this man is doing, bringing these people into the place to kill off his own people and then allow them to take over. This man coming like a vampire, sucking the Jamaican people blood. He's a vampire. He's a silver tick, sucking the Jamaican people blood. It is a disgrace to see what this man is going on with. You know, see, I have no time for yard.
Well, I don't know.
Time for yard, busy searching for money.
I don't know if you have no time for yard at all, ma'am.
Him not have no time. What's your name? But then call her. Him wife. I don't want to call him her name on your program, but the wife.
No, Juliet Holness.
Yeah, I think she long for look zungo zinga zeng zung zeng.
Oh, you know that?
She's not getting any.
No.
He not have no time for her.
How you know that?
I don't think he have time for even put his hand on her and said, babes, I love you. Because him did they try to suck the Jamaican people blood out. He's a vampire. That man is a disgrace to the nation. But all I know, him bringing those people, Jamaican people, no look out on eye, him bringing those people to kill off the Jamaican people and to do his dirty work and then say, okay, they are from a different country. They don't know the Jamaican people, and the Jamaican people attack them and they do this and do that. That's what he have them there to do, to kill off his own blood and flesh. Mighty God of Daniel, may I ask you, Jesus, to look down and place a hand upon Jamaican right now. Jesus, we need you now more than ever. Father God, look down from heaven. Send the alarm, send the warning trumpet sound, and Andrew Holness and the administration make them understand that we, the Jamaican people, are human, just like the one that they are taking in. Mighty God, may I ask you to reach out now. Touch each and every one of them, Lord. Give them a heart like yours. Mighty God, we are asking, we are call upon you today. Today we are call upon you with mercy, God. Pour out your mercy to the Jamaican people. They are suffering. The kids are suffering. The people are suffering. Father God, every one of your child is suffering in Jamaica. I'm asking you, God, to shout out to them and let them know that we are human, just like they do and the rest of people. It's only one God had made. Daniel, God help him to understand that you are the I am that I am, not him. Have a blessed day, sir.
Thank you very much for calling in, caller. Thank you so much. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel as we come to you live on Friday. On Friday, we come to you live from the demonstration in New York City, put on by the Jamaica Crime Intervention Prevention Task Force and the Jamaican Global Diaspora. We'll be coming to you live from New York City demonstration. You know something? The lady touched on a very important point, you know. And you know what came to my mind when she talked about warning? What a woe situation. What a woe. What a woe situation. What a woe. Weeping and wailing, lightning and thunder. What a woe. I say, what a woe situation. What a woe. Weeping and wailing, lightning and thunder. What a woe. I warned them already, you know. Somewhere in St. Matthew, I think St. Matthew 5, it says, it speaks about the poor. It speaks about the poor. And for those who continue to let the people of their country can hardly eat bread, for those who continue to milk the coffers of our country, your day is coming. Your day is coming, and your day is coming very fast. We have some people in our country, and I always speak about the mothers of Zion. I always speak about the mothers of Zion. And the mothers of Zion are rising up. I'm going to say this again. Somewhere in the Bible I read, the sins of the mother and father shall follow to the third and fourth generation. Prime Minister Andrew Holness and your administration, stop let poor people I water catch you know. Prime Minister Andrew Michael Holness, the people of Jamaica I water is upon your shoulders. Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness of Jamaica, the people of Jamaica I water is upon your shoulders, sir. Be ye careful of what you're doing, sir. Prime Minister, be ye careful of what you're doing, sir. The innocent blood you promised the people of our country, sir, that you will protect us, that you will let us sleep with our windows and door open, sir. You have not done that, sir. Mr. Holness, stop disrespecting the people of Jamaica, Mr. Holness. Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness, stop disrespecting the people of Jamaica. And the only time you have respect for them, sir, is when election time come around. Mr. Prime Minister, the time has come for you, sir. If you truly love the Jamaican people, sir, and you truly love us, sir, then I would advise you, sir, tender your resignation now, sir. You have been disrespecting the people of this country for far too long, Mr. Prime Minister. You have been disrespecting the people of Jamaica for far too long. And it's time for you, sir, to step down as Prime Minister. Mr. Holness. Mr. Holness. You have not come out and tell the people of Jamaica, why did your administration, why did your Minister of National Security, why did your immigration personnel allow these 218 Indian nationals to land in Jamaica and parade downtown Kingston on Sunday as if they're legal in this country, sir? Jamaicans could not do that anywhere else in the world. Mr. Holness, Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness, stop let poor people, stop let the mothers of Zion crying out to God. Do you believe that everyone is going to their bed with food in their table, sir? On their table, sir? You keep on saying that unemployment rate is down 18%. And that is further from the truth, Mr. Holness. There's many Jamaicans who don't have a job, Mr. Holness. There are a lot of Jamaicans who don't have a job. Prime Minister, if you truly love the people of this country, sir, tender your resignation. Step down as Prime Minister of this country, sir. Because what you're doing is further from the truth of saying you love the people of this country. Prime Minister, and for those who don't like when I say what I said, the same way you came on this program, come off it same way. For those who don't like when I'm pretty much sure there's freedom of speech, and I am entitled to speak to what I want to speak about. I don't live in Vladimir Putin, Russia, or Xi Jinping, China, or Little Rocket Man according to Donald Trump, North Korea. I live in a free democracy. So I have a right to speak and to say what I feel like to say. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, it's best you tender your resignation, sir. Resign, Mr. Prime Minister. Mr. Prime Minister, resign. In which modern democracy can you have a plane with 218 people land in a country, and the only thing you can hear is news article that the plane is about to leave the country? You hear nothing more. Not one single thing more you hear. Only in Jamaica. Nowhere else. And we call ourselves a modern democracy. We call ourselves a modern democracy. This is what is going on in this country. Anyway, this is where we're going to say so long from here for another day. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. And remember that come Friday, we'll be live from New York at 10 a.m. US time, 9 a.m. Jamaica time. That's the time I'm going to go live. At 10 a.m. I'll be going live. And I think you're going to have t-shirts on sale in aid of the One Legal Jamaica Defense Fund. Come on out and support and get your t-shirt. Come on out and get your t-shirt. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. This is where we're going to say so long from here for another day. Until you hear our voice again, may God bless you. May God bless Jamaica land we love. Bring this YouTube channel to about 13,000 between now and Friday. Give me 13,000 subscribers between now and Friday. Thank you all very much. You've been a part of this program. Thank you for being a part of the program. Thank you for being a part of everything that I say and do here. You may not agree with me. You may disagree with me, but you still stand by me. And thanks for your thoughts and your comment. And thanks for making the comments respectfully and not disrespecting each other on the platform here. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. And remember to come on out. Come on out in New York on Friday. For those who can't come, we'll be live on this YouTube channel here. It will be live on the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. You know, it's time for me to block this idiot. And I know who this idiot is, you know. He's the idiot that the the jail is paying up at Cornwall Regional Hospital. Because that's the only work he can do. Nobody's want to employ him. Nobody pay my ticket to go anywhere, you idiot. No partner put on my 10 pound of chicken back. It's time for you to go. Have a great day. Bloody fool. Thank you all very much for coming on. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Until you hear my voice again, may God bless you. And may God bless Jamaica land we love. Good night. Good day, everyone. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this to you. Join me at 7 p.m. Jamaica time, 8 p.m. US time. My special guest will be economist Ralston Hyman. He will be my special guest this evening. So join me then. Until you hear my voice this evening, God bless you. Once more, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and may God bless Jamaica land we love.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk.
strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk.